An entire paradigm of secrecy is about to be shattered. April 24, 2013. Greetings, dearest souls, I am Sanjay speaking for our Council of Nine. You continue to make the strides and progress that you are becoming famous for, and as the Earth experience tests your faith and resolve, we note the overall enlightenment so many of you are beginning to find not just in yourselves, but in those around you who are beginning to respond quite favorably to the energies and perceptions you're uncovering. As you unlock new perceptions and find yourselves able to radiate the resulting energies, every single soul around you benefits from your light in their own specific and individual ways, and for many of them, it will take and has taken quite a long amount of your concept of time for the energies you're introducing to their perspective to settle in, and begin changing such perspective in a way that will display very clearly to you the effect your light is having. Your abilities have never been stronger. This effect is grand indeed, and we will happily continue to be with you to offer updates about where you are heading as a collective and where your continual paths are taking you and all those around you. Your ability to feel and radiate massive amounts of pure light is greater than it has ever been, and of course, this ability is only to increase as you find yourselves able to open up to states of consciousness and states of well-being that you had perhaps not expected to be able to feel at this time. The Earth experience as it stands at present continues to test many a soul, and events occurring on the world stage are indeed leading you to the disclosure of our existence, the existence of realms beyond your conscious understanding, and the existence of so very many other things that are to help humanity see the orchestrated illusion that has been cast upon you. Truly, you have been conditioned to grow up in and experience an illusory reality that has taught you to act and live your lives in certain manners that are, in many cases, serving the souls who have crafted your societies in the ways that they have in an attempt to gain and keep control over the bulk of humanity. An orchestrated reality and instilled complacency. We have previously discussed humanity's complacency and the effect it has had on your ability to spread and understand the truths of your existence. But we wish for you to know that this complacency has been very carefully instilled into you, which is why we have been working from our positions as much as possible to help each of you see the orchestration that is the reality around you and to help you break the physical, mental and emotional constraints that have been given to you. You have indeed allowed these constraints to remain in place, because you have learned from them exponentially and grown from each lesson such limitations and your breaking away from them have bestowed upon you. It has all ultimately been designed to aid in your growth as a soul, and your breaking through of your personal shells is a remarkable feat indeed. We wish you to know that the veils between you and the higher realms that seem prevalent in your lives and that temporarily convince you physicality is all there is, will be dissolving along with the illusory reality being kept in place by them, and each one of you are helping enormously to bring this change about as you continue to feel purer energies and perceptions in yourselves. Truly, the effects of humanity's light are greater than could be communicated with your earthly words, and if you could have our vantage point of matters occurring in your personal lives and on the world stage, you would understand that there is absolutely nothing to be in fear, worry or anxiety over, because you are truly being looked after. Humanity's trust put to the test. Humanity's willingness to trust perceived outside forces will be tested in the time ahead, as the disclosure of our existence is brought forth on your world and you are left to collectively understand that there is so very much happening on your world and off of it that you haven't been told. An entire paradigm of secrecy, lies and half-truths is about to be shattered, and with it, the aforementioned carefully instilled complacency and unawareness that has been bred and fed in much of humanity will fade as well. We do not wish for you, dear souls, to feel as if you are responsible for the reality you see around you. Indeed, you are in the sense of creating your realities and allowing complacency to stop you from arising and taking action, but again, that very complacency has been anchored unto you quite purposefully, and the general unawareness as to the slave society that has been created on your world has kept many of you back from understanding that there is so very much more to life than working away and expending your energy on various jobs that in many cases do not have much of anything to do with running your world in the manner that an ever-growing number of aware souls on your evolving planet are calling for. expanding upon awareness and the Cabal's decreasing influence. As you evolve, collectively and individually, awareness is naturally garnered, and in the time ahead and currently as we speak to you through channels and scribes, we hope to be able to expand upon this awareness and help you to facilitate it and see it grow in influence into a full-bloomed enlightenment and understanding of how your world is meant to be run, collectively. Indeed, your world has been run collectively in that a small collective of entities who assume themselves all-powerful because of their mental intelligence and ability to use deceit, lies and trickery to fool others steeped in unawareness, have been running your world and have, for centuries, established monarchs and dictatorships that were meant to display their perceived reign over humanity. These souls are finding themselves unable to have much of a say in what is to occur in your immediate future and beyond the containment of the Cabal heads and the ongoing negations with their descendants. We are happy to say that the Cabals are playing a decreasing role in the future of humanity. Indeed, it has always been meant to be this way, and it has always been known, even by them, that events would eventually reach the conclusion they are now reaching, which is again, the disclosure of our existence and the full discussion of our wish to assist you along your evolution as a planet. Distorted mainstream science and keeping humanity unintelligent. Some souls on your world may not feel as if a collective evolution or any evolution of any kind is in your immediate future, and this has in part to do with the fact that you have been lied to concerning the very idea of evolution. Mainstream science on your world has been purposefully distorted, and concrete proof of the ascension of not just your planet, but the entire universe has long been discovered and suppressed. This is because the Cabals have not wanted to create an intelligent society of free thinkers who understand what is truly happening on your world and in your cosmic backyard. Rather, they have established purposely failing public educational systems and added ingredients to your food and drinks that are meant to dumb humanity down and keep you feeding dense states of unawareness and egoism. Your mainstream media only encourages such density, and you dearest souls can see on nearly any channel of your television station that density and lower dimensionality is flaunted and brought to the center stage. This is because the Cabals and the forces who have been employing them only wish to see the density and negativity of the old paradigm enforced, and to that extent, have attempted to see to it that humanity is continually exposed to such lower dimensionality because of the strength of your creation power and because of what your continual feeding of density will garner not for you, but for them. Feeding off of humanity. Indeed, one of the revelations you will be given concerning the Cabals is that they have used the negative and dense energies of humanity to keep themselves sustained energetically. Allow us to explain, dearest souls. Upon reaching a certain stage of service to self-behavior, the negativity and selfishness driving such behavior is turned up to incredible extremes, and the soul caught up in such exponential service to self and the resulting desire to control as many around them as possible has taken their own feeding of negativity so very far, that they must now feed off of the lower energy of others just to keep themselves sustained. It is quite similar to how the tax dollars of humanity have been fed into a broken and dying occult financial system that has become far beyond saving, because of the greed of the souls who established such a system only for themselves and thought themselves able to keep its existence hidden forever. These souls have been taking the money of humanity in a desperate attempt to keep their dying occult financial system online for just a little bit longer, and in the same avenue they too have been feeding off of humanity's negativity, and the descendants of the Cabal heads who are not in containment are finding it much harder to gain sustainability via the energies humanity is putting out, for two different reasons. One reason is that humanity is beginning to feed negativity less and less as the ascension taking place helps to initiate awakenings in so many souls, and the other reason is that the Cabal's variability to feed off of lower energy is decreasing as the planetary vibrations lighten more and more in preparation for the much purer states of consciousness you are about to enter as a collective. Disclosure's role in ascension. We have previously discussed certain brazen shift points wherein humanity is to very clearly be initiated into a purer state of consciousness, and we say that while disclosure itself will not solely herald such a major shift point, It will very strongly help each of you to recognize and adjust to different concepts and ideas about your world, and that very inner quest will lead you to the pure states of consciousness so many of you have been looking for and so many others have not yet remembered their full ability to access. Indeed, every one of you can find an access to the higher realms. To the energies of we Pleiadians speaking with you. To the energies of various other ascended souls who are very adamantly attempting to communicate with humanity at this time. To your higher selves and future selves who have long been giving you advice and guidance along your life paths. There are so very many souls you can connect with and so many realms waiting just beyond your conscious perception that you can access and feel alike, and even those on your world steeped in temporary unawareness know and can feel this very deep within. You will understand the good you have done. Deep within, each one of you recognizes that you are a sovereign, divine God spark who is on the earth on an ultimate mission of personal and collective growth. So very many of you have purposefully come to this world to answer to the dark forces and the negativity they have been putting out and having humanity feed, and the light you have been able to shine has done this and so very much more. As we make our final impressions for this communication, we congratulate you as so many others have for the pure light you have been able to continually shine upon the surface of the earth. When reaching an ascended perspective, you will be able to look back upon different facets of your earth experience, and in doing so, you will be able to understand and feel every last bit of good you have done as you evolved from the lower realms of the earth. We will be in these realms awaiting you, with smiles on our faces and love in our hearts. Thank you to the Pleiadian Council of Nine, and to Sanjaz Ka for being their conduit. Channeled through Wesanak. Wesanak.com. AquariusParadigm.com